Welcome back to On the Branch. Our privacy policy has changed.
Yes, we would like to tell you that the EU has passed a law that requires us to tell you that we can't collect your personal information anymore against your will.
The EU has passed a law that says we have to make this tired, old, dated meme part of our show because it's been going around for 2 weeks by the time this goes up, right?
Well, because they couldn't just like all send them at once, right?
No, it's been over the last. I'm still getting them.
No. That's what I mean. Is like they couldn't send them all at once. They were just like, okay, well, Google's gonna send it out on Thursday.
Well, not just that, but Google didn't send it to everyone at the same time, presumably for like an infrastructure reason, or so it didn't spam all 20 of your accounts at once.
Based on date of sign up with Google.
You think that's what it was? It's based off your account age.
Could be anything.
It's probably just like hashed value identifier or something. Encrypted hash value identifier words. Did that make sense? Did I just spout
Only
gibberish?
to like people that know what coding is.
Well, I'm saying, did I actually just spout gibberish? Was that one of the things, like when I talk to Kate about something and I'm trying to explain something, I'll just say, I'll use as the way she says it to me. All those things you said are things, but the thing you said is completely wrong. That's the best way I could describe it. You probably don't want to explore around here too much.
No, I want to explore around here.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I'm not gonna explore around too hard. I'm looking for like.
You said hard.
I'm looking for anything easy.
I'm easy, Amarith.
I know.
Why don't you take me?
I already took you.
That's true. You do live here.
Ow.
Oof. Oof.
Oh, come on. Ow. I didn't see those spikes there.
I didn't see those deadly, deadly spikes there. I was too busy looking at the pretty enemy trying to kill me to notice the killer lethal. Oh, nope, right out of there. That would have been the shortest.
Well, up to that room.
Sadly, it wouldn't be the shortest life ever, would it?
No, I think we did have the shortest life ever.
Well, have we died in like the first room?
Like first or second, I think.
Ah, wow, that's pretty bad.
It's pretty.
Oh, we could take that.
Pretty pathetic.
Nah, we're not pathetic. We're awesome.
So
we're the best.
Awesome.
So
best
very
YouTube channel
awesome.
2018.
So as I alluded to yesterday, May is over. If you watching us didn't know, May is over.
Not even May Day anymore.
Unless that's what I was gonna bring up. Unless you're watching this in the distant future, then May might be coming. Maybe as the Backstreet Boys said, it's gonna be May.
Someday.
Wait, was that Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? I don't remember.
NSYNC.
Oh, you remember?
You just gotta remember spaghetti hair.
Spaghetti hair is gonna be May. That's how you know.
Yeah, that's how you know.
The more you... Okay, so I was telling you about how you were asking why do we have Labor Day and Veterans Day?
Well, because we have it's Memorial Day.
Yeah. Sorry, what did I? Sorry, you said why do we have Memorial Day and Veterans Day?
Ah.
And I had said, well, Memorial Day is for the dead people, and Labor Day is for the living soldiers, and veterans, the veterans, and Memorial Day is like specifically for the dead veterans. And I want to do her. That's.
John, you have to ask permission first.
It's gonna be May. Oh, Lady Blair, may I? Do you? Oh, is that the thing moving over?
Yeah.
Well, now you have to look up the origin of May Day because I could be completely wrong, and it's funny. It's funny if I'm just completely incorrect about this. But
I mean, let me get to looking that up. But you start giving your bullshit explanation.
Yeah. Okay. So my explanation I've heard, and I'm going to repeat here, and hopefully it's horribly wrong, is that let's see if we can get something close to the money that we have, or at least two things.
Nope.
Yeah, we can. We can mana up, and then the most expensive thing we can afford after that. So something like 1,500.
Like armor.
How about invulnerable time up?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. And look, we both boarded the castle there. Oh! We can get the bestiality.
Oh my.
Yeah. He's like a dragon knight. Yeah, he always flies, I think, if I recall. I don't remember.
Yeah, you have infinite fly.
Yeah, but you don't have mana. You have like fireballs. I don't remember the details.
I don't fucking know. It's weird.
Okay. Let's see. What's spell? That's spell. Okay. Sorry, it's been a while.
And don't accidentally hit tap, especially here, because that will...
Yeah, it does it even out here. Yes, I did that in previous games as well. So, okay.
Hold that thought 1 second.
You coughed.
Okay, continue.
You coughed, but the people might not have heard it due to your excellent video editing skills.
That's audio editing. I didn't just video edit out the cough.
I mean, audio and video... Audio is part of video, right?
No.
Anyway, so the way I'd heard it is May Day originally was the day of labor.
When ships are in distress.
Yeah, we need to look up why that is too. So put a pin in that. May Day originally was the day of a riot that happened over a labor dispute, and this was over 100 years ago in the United States. And it has since become like the day internationally, globally recognized for labor. And at some point, the anti-union tack that the United States has taken over the last 50 or so years decided we really don't want to celebrate a Union Day, so we're going to replace that with Labor Day. And I think Memorial Day has something to do with it. Like they want to be like, well, here's your holiday in May since we took away May Day. So you're going to research and find out exactly how accurate that is, right?
Exactly 0% accurate.
Oh, really? 0? Okay. So
May Day is a spring holiday.
Right.
With pole dancing and Greek gods and Roman gods. And
stuff. So it's older than the May Day riot, but now it is celebrated internationally as like a labor thing because of that riot. Like, I know that's the case. Like, it is a big deal. Like, May Day is in the news internationally. Like, today on May Day, something. Anyway, I'm right about that part. I just wasn't right that I just didn't know it was a holiday before that.
No, there is no reference to any riot. Any of these things on
Google May Day riot.
Okay, let me get on.
Maybe this is the man trying to keep the information from you. Maybe you're succumbing to the propaganda. Did you ever think about that, Amarith? There we go. See, like 100 years ago.
Yeah, almost exactly.
Yeah. Go on. Keep explaining how I was right. And the lamestream media is trying to keep us from the truth of the Union importance in national politics.
One of the units was stopped by Superior Avenue by a group of Victory Liberty loan workers who demanded they lower their flags. The marchers refused to do so, and so... Well,
okay, so we know the riots happened, and we knew they were on May 1st. I'm more curious what the... If you see stuff about it internationally, like it's internationally recognized.
Location, Cleveland, Ohio.
Look up May Day London.
Okay.
Yeah, just look up May Day London. This is me like having to prove that I'm at least right about like a large part of this.
May Day London.
I'm totally right.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna stop exploring this area and go somewhere it's a little safer to build up. Sound good? Good.
Sounds okay.
It's better than okay. It's good.
No, it's better than what is the log thing?
Better than bad, it's log. It's better than good.
It's
Better than bad, it's good. Yeah. Is that? Are you satisfied?
London May Day was celebrated by thousands of trade unionists, members, migrant workers, and international. I almost thought that would said communist communities and students as they marched from.
I mean, probably communists too, right?
Place to place, led by the Big Red Band.
Let's seize those means of protection. Ooh. Oh, you know I like it. Hey. You know I like it when you seize the means of protection.
Because of labor rights.
Because of labor rights. AKA John was right.
AKA
labor rights.
You were right about one city in one country, and everywhere else it's a spring festival. And the one thing that happened in 1919 in Cleveland, Ohio, but no one knows about it because no one fucking lives in Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, or perhaps because they don't want to, they don't want to report it in the media. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
The lamestream media.
The lamestream media.
Failing New York Times? I don't know. They don't seem to be failing. They seem to be pretty well, in business. So.
No, they're losing money. They're dying. I mean, just financially, it's just print media. It's not the fault that they're the New York Times. It's the fact that print media is
dying.
Yeah, it's on the way out unless you're owned by like, Daddy Sheldon Adelson, who can afford to subsidize you. So really, it's dying. It's just being propped up as a propaganda outlet. Did you know that about our hometown newspaper?
That it's just garbage?
That it's literally owned wholly to be a propaganda outlet for a specific casino magnate here in town. And sometimes good journalism is allowed to happen, but most of the time it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, because that's not the point of it. He bought that newspaper so that there would never be a negative story about him in the local paper. And so everything would be as pro the current right-wing regime of Israel as possible. And
isn't there like laws against that?
Probably.
But no one knows the fucking laws well enough to dispute.
No, it's that if he owns the politics too. Remember, he put like $30 million in Trump's pocket last election. So, I mean, not to continue too much on the political branch, but we kind of let all forms of illegal corruption happen now. It's just like the status quo now in the United States. It's kind of sad. If you're an international viewer, you look on Vegas at the United States as this horror show of, how could this have happened? It's basically devolving into a third world, tin pot dictatorship. But I mean, that's what a generation of baby boomers will do to a country.
Fuck it into the ground.
Yeah. Just let this be your lesson.
Don't have baby boomers.
Yeah, don't have baby booms. Just you keep it in your pants for a few years after you get back from a big war, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the lesson for the day.
And maybe better health technology.
Better health technology. Well, I mean, I think that's part of why we spend so much money on research in the United States is because we have the biggest glut of people aging, with the boomers, and most of them have money. So they want
Where they
them.
got it, who the fuck knows?
They got it from their parents and the generations below that came after them. I mean, a lot of the wealth that the baby boomers hold on to is wealth that they extracted from Gen X and millennials. It's you would normally be getting paid this much, but we're going to just not pay you that and pay it to ourselves.
Yeah, because
and don't get me wrong, I don't think like every baby boomer is like sitting in a goddamn mansion. It's a few people in the baby boomer generation and the rest of the generation that just let them get the fuck away with it because they don't understand how to politic because they basically had their hand held because they had this incredibly adept and competent generation raising them. So basically every trope you hear a boomer complain about with a millennial, like they can't take care of themselves and they don't know what the real world is like. That's projection.
A rich person complaining about their children.
Well, that happens too, but a lot of it is projection. It's my parents took care of me. I didn't have to learn how the real world works. I got to live in this comfy dream world where one male can work and raise a family of 6 just fine off of his, high school dropout wages. And they're, and I'm the best because I was able to accomplish that. Not realizing like, no, you were just handed a bunch of wealth and a booming economy and a great job market.
And then you fucked it up.
Yeah, and then you fucked it up for the people behind you because you don't know how to take care of things, because you didn't build that thing, you didn't make that economy, you just kind of stumbled into it.
You just consumed it.
Yeah, you just and didn't figure out how to preserve it all. So,
AKA consumed.
Generations generations X and beyond have to pick up the dust and figure it out while going through the second Great Depression.
Yeah, basically.
Because we're basically in the second Great Depression and have been for over a decade, about a decade now.
It's just no one really know because not everyone is dirt
Well,
poor.
because the stock market's doing good, so therefore nobody has economic issues. No one is poor because the stock market is doing well.
Yeah,
Because
how we
the
judge
Dow
the
has
overall
this
wealth.
arbitrary number assigned to it, therefore nobody is poor.
Because everyone.
And
knows
if you are poor, it's your fault. You're lazy. You just need to go get a job.
bum.
Yeah, you need to go get that job that pays.
Everyone knows what the Dow does and what they do,
And while
all
I'm
that.
bitching about the goddamn baby boomers, like, raise the goddamn minimum wage. Seriously, your parents set that up for a reason. Like, we
No.
need that minimum wage. We need it to be a minimum wage, as in, like, a living... A minimum wage that you can live off of. That was the point. Quit screwing with it. Tie it to inflation. Put it to $15 an hour.
No, you can't.
End rant. End of the episode?
Yeah, we can
Next
do that.
time on the branch?
On the branch.
Something completely different.
Hopefully.